guys, so we are back playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and if you guys remember in the last episode, Monica said we are having a festival. So let's continue with we're still doing Yuri. So question. Okay. Massacre. This. Graveyard. Frightening. Termination. Okay, that's sayori. Okay. Right? No, that's sayori. Stars? Sayori. Damn it. Crimson? There we go. Capable? There we go. Here. Alright, there we go. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Were you just complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. But I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all of delicious food. Sound like a bit of sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's pretty specific thing looking forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back, looking back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for a festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through papers at her desk. Cupcake, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? And what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I noticed anything about her. Monica appears across the room with Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Cupcake. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, she's usually never like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but But this time when I asked her, she seemed really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Cupcake. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't be saying too much, but sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside her. What? No way. So, sayori is always like that. Damn it, I had the thing pause. So, basically, Monica said she'll talk to sayori, and then she went to go pause this if you have to. I'm sorry, I am tired. Not that it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice sayori peering at me from over her book. But she looks away as quickly as flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere from this. I'd never really seen Yuri approach anyone and start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. Stand up from my desk and go sit next to her. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be left alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, something I do a lot. So when it's hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression, not like I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In that case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share your concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I will be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't know. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Cupcake? Words are full. The world is full of meanings, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, so no matter how well you may know them, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerism on the outside don't always match what they may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I've noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she's fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends after all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes One person's mysteries are untold. I think you'd be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. I'm gonna... So I can't have this? Okay. To have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not really as sophisticated as you. It's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's go talk to Sayori. ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I already can tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Cupcake. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. You insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Sayori fucking okay? What's your problem, Sayori? Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! Well, fuck you too. Cupcake? The writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has nothing sort of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little in verse, even... I don't even think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. It's never did come naturally to me. And I only been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. That's so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't even believe that you're so good at something you never shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Cupcake, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, it's one way to put it anyway. But books are full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know you'll make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you put it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Cupcake. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. All I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Cupcake. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. Every time, you just treat me like everyone else. It's so rare. What the fuck? I didn't even read that. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'll make new friends, and I would say I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, are we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you. Okay, I can't read any of this shit. Sorry, I have to skip that. Finishing the poem, I started handing it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being usually cryptic, this one was hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in my response to a warm touch. You can't, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you'll do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we could talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Last but not least is Monica. Hi, Cupcake. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Cupcake. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, but notice how much time you spent time with her. I think I heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in a whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel book with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, that novel isn't too bad either, you know? I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. The books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You see that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wandered Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. All that I ever saw it. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend that reminds me, the last dim star glimmering in the 12th sky. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow. I fail. I fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, emotionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, a hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything what I'm thinking. Before I speak, she runs with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, and all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, no purpose. We only seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she flows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because we had all these answers. Wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ha ha ha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you would know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? That. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening or lukewarm to respond to something that you put so much work into. But if you ever find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like your little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Yeah, something did sound unusual. That's right. You devise your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Straightening air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is sayori isn't here. Seems like you're right. Sayori always helps me lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some didn't. Oh, come on! Actually, she wasn't feeling too well, so and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you to be lovey-dovey. No. First of all, quit misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, She kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. Talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? And we need to figure out what the rest of the festival preparation. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Guys, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna come back because I'll be back. Hey guys, so I'm back. This is all gonna be one video, like the last video, so yeah. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pounding too. Jeez, I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things that are harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader of my own, how will I grow as a person? So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? Maybe you can make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes when she stares at her desk and focuses and nods to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Cupcake. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate of that. That's Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are you going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's some dirty work I can give you. So like Monica's going to give me a choice, you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Cupcake may not like to be around you. You only make him to be a nuisance. So therefore, he might be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Cupcake too. Well, what are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? What do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Cupcake to decide how he'll like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he'll be interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Cupcake, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks shit at me. I want to go with Sayori. I want to see if she's okay, but I'm also going to save. This is for if I need choose other decisions. This is my main save file. I mean, it's gonna be one I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate this? No. Sorry, I didn't mean to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Yuri then. Well, I'll probably be most helpful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. Will you be helping Yuri then, Cupcake? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, I think it should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Cupcake? Me? I guess you can say I'm interested and see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. How about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Cupcake picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not really good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. See, Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But she already has trouble with words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feels good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. Better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's head out then. Everyone packs up their things. I start following Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way to contact you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'd be the best way, yes. Alright then, you and I exchange phone numbers. Okay? Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'll prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to pursue Yuri for any reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Cupcake. I think that'll make a pretty productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any of the reasons you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out that you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize until I knew I wanted to. That's all, there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As long as it took your tremendous effort, Yuri finally sits and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is coming over to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred doing this with Sayori, my anxiety shoots through the roof. I guess I gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said it's all about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be anxious, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert. also an immature person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, I've been getting texting occasionally. She started extremely appreciative at first, but it's not long before I already learning more about her. But putting her aside, I've heard a thing from sayori since she left the club early the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often, I made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house was quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Cupcake. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Just a silent. What am I saying? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not that much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori already have left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me updated about the festival preparations, right?
Hey everyone, I apologize for the long wait. I stopped recording. This is like a month or a couple months later. I'm sorry if I sound sick. I have a cold. It's not COVID. It's just a stuffy nose. So we are gonna get back into this. If you guys remember, I'm talking to Sayori because she's been feeling upset or depressed or whatever. Okay. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a different direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. Sorry guys, I have to drink water. Stay hydrated, my guys. This is a lot of talking, so I need to drink some water and ice. I don't really care. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Cupcake. That's no good, Cupcake. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't go so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Wouldn't have come here. Wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Sorry. Fuck you, TikTok. It just wants me to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I will not be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Cupcake. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Cupcake? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring by waste by having them spending it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Fuck, ignore that. How is this possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I betrayed you as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done anything. Because if I knew, it would hurt you. There's so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Cupcake. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have done stuff. Then you would have to waste. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, when I discovered something else too, seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, and feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Cupcake. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that can help me is if everything could be the way it was. But I was selfish. Finally showed you how horrible person I was. Tears break down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace.
Aha! Cupcake! Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. If I wouldn't have any other way, Cupcake. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain on her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Cupcake? Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know what I'm doing is the right thing. But all I want for her right now is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Cupcake. I don't understand any of my feelings, Cupcake. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. All of days has to be the one where I have other plans. I should cancel? No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to come meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. Surprise, surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Sorry, but I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. Look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I found myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to understand. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is alright. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a fun time tomorrow. Great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright guys, we're gonna end this here. I will be making a part 2 to more parts soon. So if you like this video, like, subscribe. Bye.